And now, fight fans, it's time to bring out the fighters for our upcoming contest. Making his way to the blue corner, Javon Babyface Davis.
Javon Babyface Davis looking for his first win with an 0-1 record. This long-framed 5'10 fighter has a strong wrestling pedigree. Competed for 7 years from the age of 10 to 17. He's been in kickboxing for 2.5 years, fighting for 1, and his goal has always been to go into MMA, and he knew he'd have to develop his striking game to be competitive, and he said K-Series is the best place that I could do that, and he's here with us tonight to show us what he's got.
And his opponent making his way to the red corner, Joseph Mercado.
Joe Breeze Mercado coming out of Two Bridges Muay Thai, a fight team which is no stranger to the New York crowd. Two Bridges coming out here. This will be his second fight. His first fight ended in a draw. Training for 6 years, and this will be his first fight under kickboxing rules, a well-regarded Muay Thai gym. There's a lot of crossover there. He was originally introduced to the striking sports by a friend. Started training at the Watt with Phil Nurse, and then post-COVID, he's been with Two Bridges. Two Bridges having a tremendous fight team. And when you've got that kind of skill and the kind of coaches like Dylan Joku and Justin Troy there, you really get some fantastic fighters coming out. So this will be a very interesting fight for both of these guys. Both without a win on their record, looking to change that fact here. So for 3 2-minute rounds in the 135-pound division, we'll see who comes away with it. We will go to Mike Falvo, kick it off.
And now, fight fans, your upcoming contest, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in our 135-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Jersey Kickboxing, Javon Babyface Davis. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, representing Two Bridges Muay Thai, Joseph Mercado. And the man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Mr. Marcel Varela.
Here we go, third bout of the evening. We are flying through these. I feel like we always say that. Every broadcast we're together, we say, oh, we're flying through these. It feels like this has been like 5 minutes.
Third bout, here we go. K-Series 3, Liam Tarrant, Jacob Koopman joining you here from the Melrose Ballroom. Babyface Davis out of the blue corner, Joseph Joe Breeze Mercado out of the red.
Joseph starting off nicely with some low kicks, pairing it well behind the boxing. That's a nice body kick. But you're right. I mean, you mentioned the long kind of frame of Javon Davis. Like, he just, not only is he tall physically, but he also fights tall. You see how tall he's keeping his chin up in the air and how tall he keeps his frame. He's very upright with the way that he fights.
Nice jab to a kick landed by Mercado there. Referee breaking them up. Marcel Varela in there, the third man in the ring.
And I love what Joseph Mercado is doing here. What do you do with a tall guy, right? You start at the base. Everyone knows that. You kind of chop at the tree. What do they call it? Chopping at the tree almost? I mean, I know that's one of the ways you say it. And you start from there, go to the body, mix it up, and Joseph Mercado's doing that to a treat.
Mercado doing a nice job landing on those, especially with a tall fighter. The thighs, such a long, big target, and he's not going to be able to move much if he keeps absorbing those shots. Doesn't seem to be blocking many of them. Mercado just kind of put money in the bank there, almost like a body shot in boxing.
Absolutely, but you notice that big front kick up the middle by Javon Davis. That's going to be money for him. I mean, one of the things that I noticed about him and from everything that I heard was that, hey, this guy, I mean, he loves fighting at long distance, and he is a sniper. He's very, very tricky to get inside on. But Joseph Mercado's doing a good job of it early.
We do know here, wow, having a big effect with that low kick.
Yeah, those low kicks are starting to.
Oh, beautifully timed teep. As Davis was lifting his leg, Mercado puts him right down with
timing.
That shot to the middle of the body. And again, Davis not doing anything about those low kicks. So if I'm in Mercado's corner, what I'm saying is keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
Right. If
you take the words out of my mouth there.
Exactly. If you're taking a guy, right, again, that's more comfortable at distance, and you're able to chop at the tree, and then you notice off of the leg kicks, he's crashing in with the boxing, and that's starting to work for him. I mean, I would be surprised if that wasn't in their game plan for this one.
He is using those kicks to open that door and then stepping in and landing shots. Javon Davis, maybe needing around to wake up here and figure out, okay, how do we change our strategy here? Because Mercado, it seems to be going in his favor so far. In my opinion, that was Mercado's round.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Mercado, I mean, those leg kicks alone, I mean, we talked about, and you've talked about this, you brought up the very good point countless times, is that, hey, you know, optically, the judges want to see damage. And those leg kicks towards the end of that round one, this is where I kind of wish we had replays. I mean, you see Javon kind of like physically buckle under the pressure of those leg kicks. So, absolutely, round number one.
You know, the thing is, the judges can never tell how much a shot hurts you. But when you see something like we saw there where Mercado lands a low kick and Davis goes up in the air and you can see his whole body move from it, that makes a huge impression on the judges.
Absolutely, and then that push kick, you know, that's got to be something else too. I mean, a big way to
very well timed.
Put a stamp on that round one.
Here we go, second to 2-minute round here. Mercado out of the red corner, Davis out of the blue.
And man, I mean, Mercado just starting off way more aggressive. Looks like he's sacrificing a little bit of technicality. I'm not sure. I mean, if he can get inside, but he's got to be careful with that too, because as we mentioned, Javon's a sniper, and he'll find the shots.
Mercado seems to not want to give him any space, stepping right in, but he knows he can't clinch.
Right. Oh, so the live stream is now up and running. Okay.
And Mercado trying to find his shots here. I mean, he's been putting an investment in, putting money in the bank. He's been landing his shots. Davis not quite doing enough, in my opinion, to convince the judges to turn this around.
Yeah, I mean, Davis, he's got to find, first off, a shot that's going to get the respect back. I think that's the most important thing, the respect back from Joseph Mercado. And then secondly, to your point, he's got to find return shots after that. They're going to get him in the favor of the judges. But either way, he's down one round, and maybe you could say a round and change. Also, the live stream just started, so if you're just joining us now, welcome to the Melrose Ballroom, and we are happy to have you.
Oh, nice shot there from Mercado. That left hook really landed coming in. Yeah, folks, welcome to K-Series. Liam Tarrant, Jacob Cooperman joining you here. We are in our third bout of the evening, and it is going to be nothing but action tonight. 20 fights, 17 more to go, 7 title fights, and 2 professional bouts.
You see Davis kind of opening up with head fakes. I mean, that's more than what the doctor ordered from him. I mean, you know, we talked about what the corner of Mercado was going to be telling him.
Nice.
Oh!
Nice shots from Mercado, stepping in there, landing those shots.
Big shot over the top.
It seems like he's almost using the clinch. He gets in, he storms his way in. He knows he clinches up, and then he stops. He's not launching attacks from the clinch, but he's scoring his points, neutralizing, and then he's won that exchange.
It's almost, I wouldn't call it dirty boxing, but it is kind of that, like, gray area. Yeah. Between
and now, fight fans, make some noise. This is our third and final round.
It is very, very, to your point, very smart, very intelligent fight IQ there.
Yeah, Two Bridges, a highly intelligent gym as far as the coaches. I mean, his coach Dylan Joku, WBC champion, and Justin Troy, accomplished fighter, and great coaches. They put out a lot of high-level products. It seems like they always have a great game plan coming in. So Davis is going to have to figure something out in this third round if he's going to make an impression, because, in my opinion, you got Mercado up 2 rounds to none.
Yeah. Well, I don't know when the live stream started, so I don't know how much the viewers at home have caught, but we talked about that, and you brought a really good point up in round 2, which was that, hey, listen, you know, these low kicks are causing a lot of damage, both optically on the scorecards and physically to Davis. That's going to sap away at his movement. All right, and for a taller guy, or should I say a shorter guy in Mercado getting in on a taller guy in Davis, that's very important. So to your point about the game planning, I wouldn't be surprised if that's something they drew up in the lead up to this fight.
Yeah, Mercado's game, the doctor, they're checking out Davis very closely. Of course, the fighter safety here, paramount at the K-Series and with Gamma. They always want to make sure that a fighter's responding. Now, if a fighter's not fighting back enough, doctors will take a look, and he's assessing here, is it safe to have Davis go in?
I don't know what they saw to make them check him. I mean, I didn't see anything that would have clued me into needing a ringside position in there, but again, they're the professionals, so I don't know if you saw anything that would cue you into that.
I mean, the referees at Gamma are so top-notch. They may be looking at his gait, how he's moving, and they might be looking at his reactions. They might be looking at something in his eyes. That is going to be it. Referee Marcel Varela has called a stop to that fight.
And Joseph Mercado gets it done. albeit not probably the way that he wanted, but still looks happy to get a win.
Probably didn't matter to him one way or the other, but he is happy to get it done that way, and I'm sure Javon Davis didn't want it to be stopped. But again, folks, the job of the referees and the doctors is not to make it an exciting fight. It is to protect the safety of these athletes, which is so important. But I'm sure we'll see Javon Davis go back. You know, one person will win tonight, one person will go back and learn, and they'll be able to figure this out and come back in this game. It is fighting is a game of tragedies and triumphs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we are going to see how each fighter comes back from this. You know, I truly do feel, I mean, I saw it in my own career, you learn a lot more from a loss than you do from a win. You find out what you're about. You find out, okay, you get knocked down. What happens then? How do I come back from it? But we are going to go to Mike Falvo to get me to stop waxing poetic and get the official decision.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as always, a round of applause for these great fighters. And now, ladies and gentlemen, referee Marcel Varela has called a stop to the fight at the end of the second round. For your winner by way of TKO due to injury, Joseph Mercado.